So morning guys, welcome back. Today I'm heading off to Argotty Red Kite, and I'm hoping to get in there today, this morning especially, to photograph a red squirrel for most of the morning till around about lunchtime, and hopefully, weather permitting, I'll get out this afternoon and get some acrobatic red kite footage and some shots hopefully around about 2:30. So wife's driving at the moment, little man in the back, say hello Henry. Hello. And get there, get set up, nice and easy today. Just sitting in a hide and watching the birds and the squirrels. So fingers crossed we'll get plenty of decent footage, all being well. Here I am set up, and I've seen about 3-4 red squirrels already that have been in and out constantly. To my left, to my right, it's just don't know which way to look at the minute. Like jays, woodpeckers, chaffinch, coal tits, nuthatches. It's alive in here with woodland birds and the squirrels. It's just difficult to know which way to look. It's pretty hardcore, really. I've just currently got the camera at the moment trained on a jumping post, hoping to get at that mid-air shot. I think some squirrels are having a bit of an argument out there. So this is my current setup here. I've got 100-400 there on the 5DSR, and there's an old fallen stump there, tree root system there, some bait along there, some hazelnuts, there's some sunflower hearts, peanuts, and a lovely little feeding station out here with the 300 1DX2. And this here is a cracking jumping post. They come up that post and jump right to the camera. I think I've missed it every time. So a bit of work there, I think, on that, just trying to judge distance and get that focus nailed as it gets midpoint, but yeah, quite difficult. But it's been great. It's just gone a little bit quiet now. I think I've had a bit of a feed and now having a bit of a rest up, but it's been non-stop since I've been here, about an hour now. What a great place. I mean, I've been in Scotland now lots and lots of times with failed attempts with squirrels. They're just not abundant enough in the areas I'm going in, and I just get fleeting glimpses. So coming to a place like this, really, for me, just to get some great squirrel views and some shots, really, for me, you know, it's nice and easy hide photography, and they do great work here, you know, with the red squirrels and with the kites. Yeah, hopefully we'll get a few more visits to the squirrels, and I may nail that mid-flight shot, which is classical of squirrels, as they jump from tree to tree and post to post. But it's just alive in here at the moment. I might actually get time for a quick brew in a minute, because it has been non-stop. So I don't know if you can actually see me very well in here because it's pretty dark, but I've just set up the tripod, and I've got the 300 fixed on one of the jumping points, and I've just got a focus stick that they've kindly provided, and just measured the midpoint distance between the jumping post and where the hazelnuts are. Manually focused on that, left it on manual, tripod's nice and fixed in a position, and just got to wait for one to turn up, and hopefully I've got a good enough aperture, about f8, to hopefully clinch a good shot as it's jumping across. But it's quite difficult, the light is quite low and the ISO is quite high, so yeah, just can but try and keep having a go over the next few hours, and hopefully I'll nail that flight shot, which would be absolutely awesome. So I've got a squirrel coming in near the jumping post now, and this is quite tricky, but it's worth a go. It's nice to get some portrait shots, but it'd be nice to get a bit of an action shot with the squirrel. So I've got currently about 3 or 4 buzzing around me at the minute, and they tend to obviously hit the hazelnuts first, take them away and cache them away, one come right up to the hide a minute ago. So I'm going to have a go at this jumping point here to get maybe a front facial shot as it jumps. And also it would be great to get one from the side as it's jumping across from one point to another, and to get a complete side profile of the squirrel as it jumps. Got my work cut out though, it's not exactly going to work every time, but I'm just going to give it a go. I've put that focus stick right in the middle, just as a potluck really. I've got an F2.8 lens and I'm shooting about F5.6 just to give it a bit more, that depth of field a little bit better, so it might be a little bit sharper image, but it's difficult. I'm shooting at the moment 4000 ISO at the minute, and it's pretty high, to be honest. I can just bump that up to 1250. One can but hope anyway, but it's worth a crack. Right, just missed that squirrel. You can see I didn't have the squirrel, and I just missed it. That's one before, so I completely missed that. And that squirrel should now be back, hopefully, for the next hazelnut that's left. There's 3 or 4 squirrels around now. Squirrel in, squirrel in. Oh, it keeps picking the hazelnuts up down there. And I spoke to Tom, who obviously is the owner here, and he said that when they come in sometimes and they pick up a hazelnut, they kind of give it a nod, and that's an indicate to them, a bit of a memory thing, that there's one more there and they're going to come back and get that one. It's kind of like they choose the next one, so you can kind of preemptively get yourself ready for when they return for that second or third hazelnut. But I can see quite a lot of squirrels in the background now moving around. Hopefully some more will come in. It's things like that, knowledge from him that, gives you that little bit of an advantage. But for me, I've never taken pictures of red squirrels before. We just don't have them down our way, unfortunately. And I could spend hours here. And if I did spend hours here, I probably would nail a pretty good shot in the end. But I've got 3 or 4 hours today here, and then that'll be me. But it's just great to see them. It really is. They're fantastic. So I've managed to secure a couple in-flight shots of a red squirrel from the jumping post, and they've not been too bad. A little soft in places, but I'm shooting really, really high. Now I've switched positions. Now I've got sort of point A, point B, point A launching post, point B is where the food is. There's a gap in between. Put the focus point stick in the middle. Good depth of field, fast shutter speed, and all being well, popped a couple more hazelnuts on there, and hoping then to catch the squirrel in sort of in flight, stretched out all the way across, trying to judge obviously how high it goes, impact when it lands, just sort of trying to get that midpoint if I can. 300 f2.8 is a great lens for that, and hopefully I'll be able to nail that shot. But yeah, we'll see anyway. I haven't even got time here to stop and have a cup of tea or coffee, which I really should. But I have actually got a couple front ones, which is really, really good. Which they aren't bad. Unfortunately, I got a couple, and I'll show you here, as you can see there. But I've got the bloody blackbird jumping in the way, and the previous one I got had a chaffinch in the way. So, but it's not bad. I'm fairly happy with that. I'll be able to get rid of the blackbird and just get the squirrel in the shot, so I should be all right. I'm quite pleased. It's a really really good fun being here. And they've gone a bit quiet now. They're kind of in out, and then periods of quietness. And yeah, they're most active in the morning, so it might go a little bit quiet this afternoon.
But we'll just have to wait and see, and hopefully they'll come back and I'll be able to get a couple more shots from here. But they definitely favour the hazelnuts over the peanuts, just to take away and cache and store. But all gone quiet, maybe a chance for a quick brew, I think. There's probably many of you out there that probably disagree with baiting, and I don't generally bait stuff, certainly birds of prey. But as I said before, squirrels are so, you know, scarce really, and they're not, even in Scotland, they're not abundant. There's about 6 or 7 here, there may be more, but that's not really a lot, and they are struggling. And they have been getting some greys here, which are moving their way up, and they're eradicating those greys to safeguard the red because of the squirrel pox and stuff. But, you know, end of the day, personally, I want to nail a few nice red squirrel shots. I love red squirrels, and I've never really seen them. So for me personally, to get a couple, put on the wall, nice screensaver and computer would be great. And, you know, I went out yesterday yomping and knackered my ankle, buggered my back up. Man, I just need a nice rest today. But what a lovely way to spend it. It's pretty overcast, it's not too bright. So, you know, although it would be nice to have had a bit more light here, sometimes that light could be too much. And unfortunately upset my shots, but I think we got the squirrel coming back in. So I think I've just had a predator through, a sparrowhawk. One of the red squirrels just out to the left, a bit of a raggedy looking one, bless it. I think it's in a bit of a molt situation. Absolutely froze, did not move a muscle. Inert reaction like rabbits do, just to freeze, and hares. But yeah, it's now resumed feeding, so, but I think something must have gone through, and I heard some wings above the hide, probably something sitting on the hide, but anyway, it's gone back to normal now. Squirrels have been a bit thin on the ground now. I think it's getting to like lunchtime, they're laying up or something, I don't know, but all ready to go here, pre-focused on the focusing stick, hoping to get that stretched shot as it. Oh, we have a pheasant. Woodpecker's coming in. Great spotted somewhere about. So I'm finally starting to get some relatively decent shots now of the squirrels airborne. It's been quite tricky. It's a good job I've got one hell of a fast shutters on this. It's where certainly needed, and the buffer does not fill quick, so it's really helped me. It's amazing spending time with these little things. I mean, they really are so cute. There's a couple here which are really dark in plumage, almost like half grey squirrel. There's a little one coming over now. Oh, there's a jay coming in. Just turn the camera around and see if you can. Here it comes, here it comes. you can see now there, just missed got the tail just in, but crop that in nicely. It's a lovely action shot there. Sorry about the light. Well, that has been absolutely superb. Going to wrap up there now, and that's me for the whole morning and just a bit over lunch as well with the red squirrels. It's been phenomenal. Nice easy photography, great views of the squirrels, woodpeckers, nuthatches, a lot of woodland birds, absolutely fantastic. So this is the hide I've been using, main hatch there, hatch down below there for low level stuff, and obviously one out of this side as well. So I'm covering all bases there. And what they've got here, they've got a little pool for drinking water, and obviously these are set up here. Nice sort of naturalistic materials there, a bit of moss, and this I think stops them going up that side, but also some food in there as well. Nice old dead branch here where they've got a lot of the food stashed, a lot of little hidey holes, absolutely fantastic. And this is the jumping points. If anybody's thinking of doing anything like this themselves, it's absolutely fantastic. There's a high one there, which I didn't really do much of today, which is really, really good. And this is the point I was trying to get, with the squirrel then jumping from this point and then obviously onto the platform there where he's got some food, and trying to get that shot of that as it goes up, and obviously get onto the camera and getting a nice sharp shot. Now I've got a couple today, I'm not sure what it's gonna be like till I get home, but it really has, you know, been fantastic here. So massive thanks to Tom here. It's been absolutely superb, it really has. But thanks guys for watching along. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog, a little bit different this time. But yeah, if you could give us a like, and maybe leave us a comment if you could. If you don't subscribe to the channel and you fancy giving it a go, please click that all important subscribe button and click that bell to be notified of any new vlogs coming your way. But as always guys, thanks very much, and I'll see you all next time.